Hi, this is Chris with HowToAbleton.com, and I wanted to do a review on the CaveManCode Chordio Max for Live plugin. I just did a video about printing the Ableton chord plugin notes, but I discovered this guy a couple of, I don't know, maybe 5-6 months ago, and it's really cool, a very cheap plugin. You can buy him online, and he'll send you updates as they come out. It works great for getting real chord sounds, because right now, the Ableton Chord plugin, it just stabs all the notes at one time. This gives you some human control over the flam, meaning which notes get hit first, because humans don't play everything on time in the chord. So it sounds a little more realistic, and you get some really neat chord progressions going. So let's play the same chord that I used in the last video about printing MIDI. Okay, so the cool thing about this is it has a bass note selection as well. Right now I'm using just a 1 octave down bass note. Let's change it to 7 and just see what happens. Why not? Cool. Let's change the chord type to just a regular old major chord. You can change the different types over here. There's a lot of stuff about this plugin I don't know yet. I pretty much am just really diving into it right now. But one thing I really liked is the flam feature. So let's turn the human down. It has a velocity, humanized velocity too, because we don't always hit the keys on a real piano or a velocity sensitive keyboard at the same velocity. Let's change this to something pretty basic. And you can MIDI assign these too, by the way. Let's do -12. Come on. There it is. I'm going to turn that down. Watch when I turn the flam up. Let's try flam human. So it's not going to play it, from top to bottom or bottom to top. It'll kind of alter the keys that get hardest first, because sometimes your forefinger may hit harder, your thumb may hit harder, your pinky may hit harder. Let's see what that sounds like. Let's change the velocity. No, it's not so much noticeable, but I think on long passes you would start to notice the difference between just being slammed and hit, with the same velocity to some variant. And here you can adjust how. Well, let's see. Let's do random. It'll randomly select which key gets hit hard first. Okay, it's a little too much flam. Let's bring it down. Okay. So far, I really like it. I can go in and MIDI map things, change this. Maybe if there's a more relaxed part of the song, a breakdown perhaps, I can turn the flam up so it sounds a little more floaty and then tighten it back up as the song really comes back in. And let's add a MIDI LFO plugin before it. And I'm going to let me slow the rate down here. Let's assign it to the flam. And let's take the depth way down, because I don't want it going. Let's offset it here. I don't want it going nuts. Let's take the rate up a little bit so we can see it moving. There we go. Okay. So you see what's happening. It's just moving up and down ever so slightly. So let's put this on a loop and see what happens. Okay, let's adjust the rate a little faster and the depth a little faster. So you can hear it every once in a while. it plays like a human does. It hits a chord just a little bit different way. And I could really dive in and tweak it, and you could even assign an LFO or an envelope to change the chord basic or the chord advanced features, or change up and down these different ways it's hitting the notes. So it's a great plugin. Look the guy up. It's ChordioM4l is the name of the plugin, made by CaveManCode. The link in the video description. And go support him. He's made a killer plugin I think is highly useful.